guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure you subscribe, that way you'll never miss out on another reading. I do it on my channel every single Friday. Okay, so today we're going to be doing the pick a card reading for June 2021. Already into June, and I'm actually very curious, very excited to see what is coming up, because tomorrow Mercury and Saturn are going retrograde. That might scare a lot of people, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I may make a whole video about it. If you guys want a video about it, let me know. But it's more about discipline, structure, your routine, and is it benefiting you or is it hurting you? Your habits, your structure, your foundation, your routines. Saturn makes you recheck those. Like, are they serving you or are you lazy? So that's kind of what's going on. That's going to start tomorrow, Saturday. So with that being said, I want to let you guys know there's going to be a sale in my shop. And if you're interested, head over there. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to have you pick a pile number. So pile number 1, or the Calamus root. Pile number 2, or the Selenite crystal. Pile number 3, or the sage. Pile number 4, or the cinnamon. So meditate on it, see which one jumps out at you. Think about June 2021. All right, let's get started. Group number 1, or everyone that picked the Calamus root. There's some messages for, I think, like a few different people here. There's some different things that are coming up, so we're going to get into all of it. But the first card that I see here is Judgment. So there is some kind of a raising of vibration that's going to be happening in June. There is going to be a Judgment card brings, if you can see, like, they are popping out of their bubble. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be like popping out of your bubble. And it's just a release. It's a renewed energy. Also, with the Justice card right next to it, a lot of you, there is going to be some kind of a final settlement of a matter. And it's a new path, new life, new opportunity. This is really interesting. For a lot of you guys, it could be like a court case going through and you like finally finding release from it. And that gets into the Calamus root. There's a reason you picked the Calamus root. The Calamus root is a very commanding, dominating, compelling herb, which I've been working with, and I'm having an oil in my shop really, really soon. But work with Calamus root to win cases, to fix bosses, for a lot of you, this is something like a divorce going through, or maybe some kind of a loan going through finally. Something legal that is going through. And you're being called to get yourself some Calamus root if you can, and work this in your favor, because I feel like it's already kind of happening in your favor. There's help coming. 8 of Pentacles means help and resources, spirit guides, help coming in. So whatever this has to do, you guys, something legal, something like paperwork related, there's a release from it. There's help coming in. And a lot of you, you were hopeless. You felt like, yeah, you had like half your cup full, but then that half of your cup that was like empty, you were stressed out about it. But I feel like it's okay. You don't have to worry about that, because June is going to be a shift of energy. Justice also brings closure, okay? Brings peace, and it also tells you to make peace. Justice card also brings some kind of clarity, something that you may have been confused about for a while. In June, it looks like you find clarity and release from it. So for a lot of you, it doesn't really even have to be anything legal or like contractual. It could be just a release from something that was really holding you back and making you feel off balance. You know, a lot of you were very in your emotions, reacting from your emotions, and you know, using your emotions to react rather than thinking before you react. Yeah, there's some kind of closure coming in, and it's going to help you get out of this boredom, funk, like apathy. That's the word I can use, apathy. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is a really good card, you guys. This is help coming in. This is work. This is you using your talents, employment, you know, doing what you love and turning it into some kind of a business. For some of you, I see a business license going through. For some of you, I see you filling out business license forms. For some of you, I see you researching what it's going to take to get a business license in your city. Business license is coming up for a lot of you, and it's because you were bored with whatever you were doing and you're starting something new, and there's help and resources coming. This is a good thing. This is the right path. This is keep going. For a lot of you, that message is if you're starting your own business, keep going. June is really going to turn around for you, and use Calamus root to draw in customers, to control the success of your business. Calamus root is very powerful, you guys. And the fact that you picked it, you're onto something. Okay, we have Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Just say yes. Okay. For a lot of you, you may be getting your certificate in something. For a lot of you, you may be graduating school. And you are kind of like, there's a path in your mind that kind of tingles your spirit. And it says, say yes. That's all I'm going to say. Let's say yes, because there's beauty in it. You're devoted to that. You're passionate about it. You can become a priest or priestess of that field because you love it so much that you will immerse yourself in it enough to become knowledgeable about it that much. Mystic and teacher. I feel like whatever this is, this legal thing for a lot of you, it has to do with teaching, maybe. We also have the Three of Wands. So Three of Wands is a really good card, and it goes very well with your reading specifically because this is when you are looking out and you're ready to venture out. You want to leave the safety. You've made a choice and you're ready to move forward, but you're kind of still standing at the doorway for a lot of you. Three of Wands is also that you're driven by passion, and I feel like for a lot of you want cooperation. So you want like confirmation from either the universe, your spirit guides, a friend, somebody to just, you know, be a sisterhood, you know, pump you up, get like support you, back you up. And I feel like there are definitely people, females in your life, several females that are very genuine, that back you up, they will help you, support you no matter what. And the message for you is in June, you're really going to be starting something up, or there's going to be a legal matter ending for a lot of you. June looks like a very, very good month. You are going to be venturing into something new, and it is going to heighten your passion like it hasn't been amplified in a while like that. Also, if there is a situation or something in your life that you need to kind of dominate or control, use Calamus. If you want a spell, like a ritual or something on it, I wouldn't be able to do that over here on YouTube. I would probably do that over on Patreon just because I don't think that kind of content YouTube would, you know, appreciate. So yeah, let me know if you guys want that. But that is your June reading. It's a good month for you guys. A lot of you are business owners. A lot of you are venturing into becoming business owners. A lot of you will get an idea to start up a certain business and you'll go about it that way. And a lot of you, there's going to be some kind of legal matter that is ending, like a court case that's ending or something, or divorce is going through or something. And if you want something to go in your favor, use Calamus, right? Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. Pile number 2, or everyone that picked the Selenite crystal. Let's start with the Selenite crystal. this is a crystal that doesn't need to be charged. It charges itself. It charges the things that you put it around. So you could put it around your tarot cards, oracle cards, other crystals, jewelry. What I like to do is kind of just take it and rub it all over my body, and you can instantly feel that cleanse. If you guys have a selenite crystal, just try that. I even have a video like sharing with you how to do selenite cleanse. But this is a message of cleansing, of purification, recharging. So June has a lot of those kinds of energies. Now, the first thing that I want to mention starting off is the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is very fast-paced movement, you guys. There is some movement happening in June. So this movement could be like a physical move where you buy a new house or you find a new place, maybe some kind of a new job. A lot of you are moving away from a difficult situation. A lot of you are leaving something behind. You're flourishing. You're flowering. Okay. There's a move to a more pleasing environment for a lot of you. And for a lot of you, it's letting go and fast movement of like that letting go energy. Now, we also have the Five of Swords right next to it. Five of Swords means you need to swallow your pride. Don't be so stubborn. Don't fight a lot. Okay. A lot of you think before you react, evaluate a situation carefully. A lot of you may be quick to jump to conclusions, you know, make assumptions and stuff like that. So there's a message for you in June. There's going to be so many things happening for you so quickly, so much movement, that it's important for you to not get lost in your ego. That's a big message. Also, here's how do I explain this? Because I know that this might scare a lot of people, but accepting your limitations. This is a big message for June. And when this card would first come up and I would get that message, like, accept your limitations, I'd be like, what does that mean? Like, am I just supposed to, like, accept that this is my limit and, like, not move past that? Like, I didn't like that. And then I started to think more about it, and I realized this example that just, I understood everything. So say you're not a good swimmer. I don't know how to swim, right? So, but I love being in the water. So what do I do in the meanwhile until I go and learn how to swim? I will use a life jacket. So that is my limit. My limit is that I don't know how to swim. But I can still get in the water if I know my limitation, and now I can get a life jacket and I could be in the water all I want, right? Sometimes it's very beneficial to know your limitations so you can get around it and still do what you want to do. So I think June is going to show you a lot of that, how to get around it. And also showing you, like, it's okay, accept your limitation. Accept it. Like, I don't know how to swim. Maybe yours is you don't know how to cook. Like, who knows, you know, but accept it and find a way around it. I think June is really going to show you that, because it was making you hindered in your strength area of your life. Like, a lot of you, maybe willpower was affected by this, you know, energy levels was affected by this. Yeah. Now, the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. You have Swords energy, and then you have Pentacles energy underneath. So as above, so below. Swords is air energy, so Swords is like mental, thoughts, thinking. And then Pentacles is earth energy, so earth, you know, the physical reality. So I feel that's so interesting. There's so many messages in your reading where it's like, as above, so below. Like, there needs to be a balance between your mind and your physical reality. Like, your crown chakra and your root chakra need to balance themselves out, because right now they're just spinning out of control, it looks like. Six of Pentacles is Sharing, financially being able to help someone. You know, Six of Pentacles is having more than enough, having been given more than enough. And Six of Pentacles is also you rightfully receiving what is yours. Now that's very interesting because this card is like ego, ego, ego. And this card is like give, give, give. Two different extremes, you guys. Two different extremes. So for a lot of you that were not maybe giving enough, June will teach you how to give. And for a lot of you that were not, you know, receiving enough, you have a hard time receiving good things, gifts, whatever, June is going to teach you that. So June is teaching you like two different extremes, I feel like. Page of Pentacles is manifestation. This is a financial opportunity. So I'm thinking that a financial opportunity or some kind of manifestation, a new job, some kind of earthly inheritance, earthly possession is going to come in very, very quickly in June. And for a lot of you, don't let it get to your head. Share it. And then we have the Strength card. So when the Strength card comes up, I always think about Durga, which is very interesting because we have this Sagittarius supermoon yesterday. And I'm actually filming this Thursday night. So supermoon was in Sagittarius, and for me it really related to the color orange, and orange reminds me of the lion. It just corresponds so good with Durga and stuff. So I also, you know, made Durga oils and stuff. So for this card to pop up, I feel like she showed her presence. In any tarot deck, I always associate strength with Durga. But this is the card where you're taming your own beasts. You are taming your own demons. And again, it's like two different extremes because you have a beast on one side and then human on one side. And it's just you're learning to balance these two versions of yourself. Now here we have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And then underneath that we have dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Two different extremes. Again, what are you being called to do? That's a serious question, right? And then it's also telling you, but don't forget to dance with life. Two different extremes. Do your responsibilities, reflect on where you're heading in life. But also, don't forget to have fun in June. It seems like there's lots of fast-paced movement, but you also have time to reflect in June. And in those times of reflection, I feel like the things that you receive may make you a little cocky or confident or a little bit egotistical. So bring that down to earth a little bit, because you may be receiving a lot of blessings and knowledge and wisdom and who knows what kinds of miracles. And also, if you do feel like it's getting to your head or maybe overwhelmed or whatever, too fast of movement, get your selenite and just use that. All right? I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. Pile number 3, or everybody that picked Sage. This is an interesting read. Okay, let's start. I feel like you guys are going to be the healers in June. You are definitely the healers. Let's get into this. This is so interesting. The Fool. We have the Fool. So whenever the Fool comes up, I always keep in mind to pay attention to where the Fool is facing, because they are headed that way. The Fool is this energy of innocence, and it's air energy. So that means mental thoughts, And the Fool is looking towards the Knight of Swords. Swords is also mind, mental, air, thoughts. And swords cut to the heart of the matter. We have Two of Swords right underneath that. Two of Swords is when you cannot see your way through. This is when you're ignoring your emotions, and it's okay for a little bit, but you cannot keep going that way. Two of Swords is confusion, fear, staying stuck, hoping that by ignoring something it goes away. Two of Swords is not able to make a decision. It's tension, distraction, and a need for respect. For a lot of you, I see that you were heading down a path, and in June, it just really seems like something halts you. Something, the Knight of Swords comes in, and he's just like, hold on. You're not going to go that way. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's not a huge shift from the path that you were going to, but there did need to be a slight adjustment, and the Knight of Swords comes in to do that. And I feel like the Knight of Swords is either a spirit guide of yours, like a male energy that you work with, or male ancestor. Maybe like a male, somebody that passed away. They're very ambitious in protecting you. They're very driven in protecting you. And I feel like they want to tell you that you're acting too quick. And you're rushing. And you're trying to take a shortcut, and you're being ruthless. And it can't work like that. I know you're driven, and I know you feel ambitious, and you want to be assertive and independent and take control of your life, but there's way too much fears in your mind right now to just walk right into something. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's not even an adjustment in your path. It's just that you're walking into it way too quick. You got to slow down. Work through these. Okay? There's fears in your head you got to work through. You got to get that out, because let me give you an example. Say somebody with a broke person's mentality receives $1 million, but they keep that broke person's mentality, and they keep their lifestyle, keep their vibration. Eventually that $1 million is going to go away. They're going to lose it because they can't match the vibration. Do you get what I'm saying? So Two of Swords is telling you, look at this. Align your life before you walk into this, before you step into this. What's not aligned or what needs to change? In June, I feel like it's a little pause, but it's kind of like this whole Sagittarius energy is like shooting your arrow, right? I feel like June, it's like you know how you take the arrow back right before you shoot it? That's June. And you're going to take the arrow back as far as you can, and you're going to shoot it by the end of June or July. You're going to shoot it where it's aligned. You can see clearly. Your vision is clear. You know, your aim is right. You know where you're shooting. You know your target. So the last card that we're going to talk about is Inner Temple. Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. Yeah, so this guide is going to come to, kind of halt you and show you to work from your heart. And this is going to make you feel so much lighter. I feel like for a lot of you, it's like that burden energy that you feel on your shoulders. Sometimes you feel it around your heart space area. That's an energy that in June you will feel less and less, because this is coming to take care of that. There's emotions that you are ignoring and stuff. So in June, you guys, like, do a lot of journaling and like practice your craft, spells, rituals, manifesting, all that stuff. You need to get back into it. I feel like there's a slight misalignment somewhere, and in June, your guide is coming to fix that. So you can like really manifest, because this path that you're going on, it's right. You're following your heart, but you're just rushing in. And June is just going to show you and teach you a lot about that path, which is exciting. You're going to learn a lot of exciting things. Knight of Swords brings excitement and passion. like mental stimulation. And sage, when you feel your energy is off or when you feel low vibes, crack a window open, crack a door open, and light some sage. Push that energy out. It doesn't belong near you. So that is going to be your reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. Pile number 4, or everyone that picked the cinnamon stick. Okay, so let's start with the cinnamon stick. There's a reason that you were drawn to it. Cinnamon is fast attraction. Cinnamon is used to manifest and attract something very quickly. It's also used to spice things up, especially relationships. Interesting. Okay, so let's start with, I feel like I want to start with the Hierophant. Hierophant is Taurus energy, and this is a very spiritual person. It's like, you know how there's a high priestess? This is the high priest. This is the energy of testing out your own faith. A lot of you might be embarking on a new spiritual path or deepening your already current spiritual path. This is a very highly spiritual, curious person, very curious about spirituality. So June, I think it's bringing a lot of spiritual energy where you find personal truth, you test out your own faith. It's a masculine type of an energy, but a spiritual masculine, if that makes sense. Hierophant card brings study. It brings guidance. It brings discipline. So interesting, you guys. Tomorrow, there's a Saturn retrograde, and this card is talking about discipline, and Saturn comes to teach you to fine-tune your structure and your foundation, your discipline, routine, because we just had the moon in Sagittarius, right? The full moon in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is the archer. He shoots his arrow, and right now we're shooting our arrow, Saturn going retrograde. The arrow is like in that energy. We're shooting our arrow, and it's in this energy of Saturn going retrograde, teaching us the discipline and structure and habits and routine and lifestyle changes that we need in order for this arrow to reach the target, if that makes sense. Hierophant also brings with it an energy of tradition, like traditional values, roots, culture. Now, up the ladder, we're going to head over to the Chariot. Chariot always, to me, means a decision needs to be made, but there's like an internal war, or it could even be like outside war, like maybe between family members, maybe between spouses, maybe between parents and children, whatever. It seems like there's a disagreement in maybe spiritual matters, pulling in different directions. Maybe you're being pulled in different directions, like you were taught something all your life and now you're being pulled to something completely opposite, and there's inner conflict there. Also, I feel like in your spirituality you have this need to be free, but you also want to be comfortable. And I feel like a lot of you, there's a decision that you're not making, or you're not speaking up about it. You're not speaking up about something, but the Chariot card always brings a message of progress. So maybe you were not supposed to speak up about it just yet. We're going to head over to the Seven of Cups. Whatever this was, I feel like in June, you may finally be able to express yourself, speak about it, and articulate your emotions clearly. Whereas if you did it before, it would have just came out wrong, Seven of Cups. Let's see what Seven of Cups is going to tell us. In this card, she seems like there's so many options. She doesn't know which one to pick. She doesn't know what, like, it's overwhelming. Seven of Cups is like when your head is in the clouds. You don't know what to choose. There's might be so many options that you feel off balance and nothing is synchronizing. But these two together are both telling you that you have to make a decision soon, and the only person that can make the decision is you. If you do not make a choice, nothing will be achieved. I feel like there's stagnant energy, and the reason is because you are not making some kind of choice. But the World card, this says there's an ending to that phase of you not being able to make up your mind about something. And with that ending, I feel like in June you're finally making up your mind and choosing or deciding something. And with the Three of Pentacles, this is cooperation. This is like teamwork, help coming in, people like gravitating towards you to help you out and to like cooperate with you. This is also when you achieve something. So in June, you're going to achieve something, but with this achievement, you're going to be able to plan your next steps ahead. So another message that Three of Pentacles is saying is in June, when you manifest, because you will, don't just sit back and like get comfortable. You're going to manifest. So see your manifestation, but don't stop manifesting for more, if that makes sense. See your seeds grow, but don't stop tending them. Okay? Now, let's go over to the next side of your reading. So we have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. Yes, so throat chakra. A lot of you guys are going to be speaking up, talking a lot more, having deeper conversations, a lot of speaking, maybe public speaking, vlogging, blogging, like making videos, podcasts, something. You're speaking. A lot of you guys are going to be embarking on that where it's new for you, but you're so passionate about it. And the warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? So in June, you really figure this out. Once you make this decision, things start coming into play. Things start falling into place for you. And all of these things that seemed overwhelming, I feel like they prioritize themselves out to where you will get to experience all of them. But you needed to set a decision in stone. And then we have the magician. Magic. You are the magician in June, and it's all up to you finally deciding something, making that choice. And use cinnamon. You know what I would do? Whatever this is that you need to be like making a final decision on or choosing, whatever it is. For a lot of you, I feel like maybe it's you choosing a house or a home, maybe even choosing a new car or something like that. It could be something spiritual, choosing a new lifestyle, whatever it is. Write it with your name, your date of birth. You can oil the cinnamon up a little bit if you want with some kind of oil, and light that. Light it as an incense. Okay? All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon.